Alright, good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock on July 22nd, 2023, and I'm at the Peaks of Otter, aka Sharp Top, Flat Top Mountain in Bedford County, Virginia. I do have a family that lives, nearby, about 25-30 minutes away. So I do come up here quite often. I like to come up here and camp out. So I'm going to give you a couple of reviews on some new gear I got and some things that I've been prepping up and stuff like that. But you can see my flat little tent site right here. So that's pretty cool. It's already kind of marked out for you. The first review we're going to do is we're going to set up the Ayamaya tent. This is the pop-up tent. I've had this for now. This is my second season. I've done some camping with it and I really enjoyed it. I haven't done a review on it because I just kind of wanted to get the feel for the tent before you start just putting it together and go, oh wow, this is great, and not use it and sleep in it and do all that. So I have used it a few times, mainly at the ocean front down in like Wrightsville Beach, Holden Beach, stuff like that. So it did really well. I haven't bore a pretty good thunderstorm, and I'll get into that later, but we're going to go ahead and set it up. But I'm going to first set up my excuse me, the gnats are horrible. I'm going to set up my little tent tarp on the bottom here because we can have an area to set the tent on without getting it all dirty and stuff like that. So anyway, stick around. I mainly do relic hunting, and you're probably thinking, this has nothing to do with relic hunting, and pretty much that's all I do. But I'm going to start doing some other adventures, so I may have to change the channel to like Wesson VA Outdoor Adventures or something like that, because I can do reviews and take you along with me on some as you can see, my tarp here pretty much takes up the whole entire pad here, which is fine. I can walk around. I got a rug and stuff, that a doormat that I can wipe my feet and have a nice stable clean base to set it up on. So that took less than 3 or 4 minutes to do. So anyway, we're on to the getting this out of the nice bag it comes in. As you can see, it's pretty big. You can put it on backpack straps if you want to hike it in somewhere like a primitive site. I don't think you would want to go too far because it's just very bulky on your back. I think with packing in a backpack and this as well, I wouldn't want to go too far off the beaten path, just because it's just a lot of tent as far as the way it's stored. So that's up to you though, but you can backpack it in. Obviously you can put the loops around your arm and carry it. So if you so choose to do so, but I won't do that. I like to tent, camp around my vehicles and stuff like that, because I can go explore and do stuff like that, and I'm not going off the beaten paths and stuff that's not already pre-planned out to go hiking for the day with my gear. So anyway, all right, we're going to set this up and get it going and show you. Thanks a lot. Okay, as you can see, I have the tent out of the bag. It's strapped on with this nice strap to keep it from expanding out. This is called a pop-up tent. The thing I like about it, it's super easy to deploy, to set up. It's not so easy to break down. If you have 2 people, it's pretty simple, but with 1 person, you're kind of wrestling with it. It's not super hard, but it's just awkward when you're trying to turn this thing into figure 8s and all that stuff. But anyway, setting it up, we're just going to take this off and look at this. Boom. And we're in business. And that is that. That was pretty simple, huh? A very easy process. And that's how quickly it pops up. Less than 20 seconds, it's up. It's got a door here, gives you a nice little vestibule and a nice little canopy. You got the windows here. You got your tie down straps if you think it's going to be windy or have a storm. You got a little ventilation window here, and then you got another window on this side. Now the new ones, Ayamaya does have a new version of this tent that it also has a door here with another vestibule and another canopy, so you got air flowing through the whole entire tent. And I do like that one. I think it's $165 and this one's like $150, I believe. So I do really like that because you get continuous air. With this little window here, you don't get a lot of air, and you know, when in the humidity, it's a little stifling when it's just dead air in there. And that's why I have the little icy breeze, because this is a primitive site, far as speaking. There's no electricity, so no plug-in for a fan or something like that. I have a fan that, you know, hooks into a cell phone charger that you can charge it up in your car, and it's an Ayamaya fan, and I'll show you that too. But it works pretty good. It's not going to cool you down, but it will get air moving. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to smooth the tarp around a little bit and go ahead and stake down my tent. You got a stake here, a stake there, and then two up front. So we'll get this down and then we'll show you the inside and finish setting it up. Okay, you can see that the vestibule is now open. The canopy here, little rain tent canopy, whatever you want to, you know, shade. Got my little entrance welcome mat. Simply tied down. It's got the brightly colored reflective ropes for trip hazards and stuff like that, so when you got your light at night, you can you'll see the ropes and they'll reflect back to you, your trip. Simple stake down to smooth the tarp back. You can see sleeps, they say 4 to 6 people. I would say 2 adults, 2 children very comfortably. You get up to 3 full-grown adults, I think you'd be a little crowded. So I would say 2 adults, 2 children, 2 adults very comfortably, 1 adult, 2 or 3 children. Yeah, stuff like that, I think you'd be good to go. But to go on a stretch and say 4 to 6 adults, I think you'd just be very cramped up. I really do. But anyway, you can see that if we look in, we got a nice screen, small mesh. No insects are getting through that. We can unzip it, we can pull and roll it up and slide it right through here, and it'll keep our door open to the vestibule, which is okay because as you walk in, you have another beautiful inner tent that keeps the condensation off of the tent, so no water will be coming in and dripping with condensation. And I like this here too, so if you do have a plug and you're running a plug out and you come in here, stick the plug through here, zip it up around the plug, plug in your fan, plug in your cell phone, whatever you want to do, you can do that right there. Or if you got something out here and you just want to simply unzip here and reach out and grab it, you know, a knife or a tool, or you know, whatever you want to put out here with your shoes and boots and stuff. But as you can see, I have the little vestibule area, and then I have my tarp here, so I got kind of a double area that will keep water away and keep my stuff dry as I unpack my gear through here. So same thing here, we can unzip the tent door and we can roll it up and simply wrap it up, you know, through these little things here. We can bring it around like that and hold our door open to get a nice fresh breeze coming into our little area here, little camping area, sleeping area. So we're going to close this up a little bit here, and we're going to come in and show you the inside. So I do have the window open. It's just a little stick area, a little Velcro stick thing, and you can see that it's a little window. It doesn't provide much ventilation at all. But I'm 5'6", so I'm rather small, but I'm on my knees, and as you can see, my head is hitting. So the headroom is so if you're super tall, I think you may have an issue, but you got a nice little pocket there, a nice little mesh pocket here for your phone. You do have a little hook here for a light. I wish they would have put something across the center beam here to give it a little bit more support here, and then put another little thing to hang, another little hook, so I can hang something here for some light. So you can see that we're comfortable. Like I said, I'm 5'6", so you could put, you know, 4 of me comfortably in here. But like I said, 1 adult, 3 kids, 2 adults, 2 kids. I think that would be the best option to give you a little bit of room to put some stuff around. I do like this option here. You can open up this mesh window and then you can reach through, and when you open up the window from the outside, you roll it up, you can reach in, pull it down. If it's raining, like you get caught in a downpour and you're in here and you got ventilation, you can simply catch it right here, pull the window down, and then zip it back up, and you're in business. So I like that you can reach through and close up the windows if you get caught in a rainstorm. It pops up in the middle of the night or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But as you can see, it's a cozy little tent. I have really enjoyed this tent, you know, for the price and the ease of setting it up. It took me literally, it's now 2:37. I started at about 2:12, 2:15, and that was, you know, tarp, unraveling the tent, getting it up, staking it down, putting the canopy up with the vestibule, and you can see some of my gear outside. So yeah, I'm, you know, besides my mat, I'm ready to have my inside ready to go and rock and roll and get everything straight. But yeah, so you know, you're looking at maybe 20 minutes setup. Breaking it down is easy, but like I told you in the beginning, it can be difficult getting this thing back to that figure 8 position. So yeah, 2 people, not so hard. 1 person, it can be difficult. We'll see. But so far, I really enjoy this tent. I really do. I've had a good camping experience in this tent, and for the price, it's done me well. And like I said, it's just people walk up when I set up my tent and they're still over there with their tent and dealing with putting up their tent, and they're like, man, how'd you get it up so fast? I'm like, it's just a pop-up tent, man. Just boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I've survived a thunderstorm, a pretty good one down in Holden Beach last summer. It rocked me pretty good. I will say that, you know, this year definitely was trying to bounce a little bit, but it held, and I didn't even have the other wind strings down to keep it more stable. I didn't even have those deployed, so it kind of came up in the middle of the night like out of nowhere and just hammered me, but it held. I did not get wet, had no issues. I mean, the wind did pick up and it was rattling pretty good, but it held, and I just stayed put, and it went away, and I went back to sleep. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Ayamaya, go check out their website. I give it a 5-star. I think it's a great tent. I do want to get the one with the other door here to get more ventilation. That is my only complaint, is that it lacks cross ventilation. I do have the windows closed right now, so it would be a little bit better, but there's just a lack of cross ventilation. And that's it. That's my only complaint, guys. All right, thanks a lot.